All right, now I have to tell everybody about this incredible testimony. I saw a video maybe a year or two ago. A guy was talking about his hometown that he grew up in. And imagine you haven't been to your hometown in like 15, 16 years. And he was just on Google Maps looking around and all this. And he stumbled upon a lake that was never there. So he started asking around or calling around old friends and all that, and it was as if it was always there. And the guy's like freaking out, right? But I saw this video on YouTube. I don't know if the guy got harassed or made fun of, but I can't find the video anywhere. But it was a phenomenal Mandela Effect testimony. This town right here, this is just an example. This is New Hampton, Iowa. And I want you to imagine if you lived in, like, let's say Chicago. You've been in Chicago for 20 years and you just go and look around at your old town that you grew up in, and things have been altered that you cannot explain. Think about how freaked out you would be. Now, we know the Mandela Effect is real. We have evidence to prove it.
I found this here, Publishers Clearinghouse check made out to David Letterman as a joke of him winning $1 million. So Johnny Carson shows up and presents Letterman with a Publishers Clearinghouse check, and this is what he has to say.
I happen to be in town doing some stuff for the NBC affiliate.
That's right.
And, Ed McMahon, our good friend, could not be here. But it seems, David, that you are the $1 million winner.
Oh, my God! I won $1 million.
Interesting, huh? Publishers Clearinghouse, talking about Ed McMahon. But if you go investigate it, it doesn't exist. It's been erased from this reality. Here's more proof of the Mandela Effect. The King James Bible has been altered and changed. We have Perry Stone talking about Isaiah 11:6, talking about the lion shall lie with the lamb. And if you open your King James Bible now, it says the wolf shall lie with the lamb. So things are really being altered. We can prove it. And I do have to warn all the Mandela Effect investigators, dude, you better be very cautious about some of these channels that are promoting the Mandela Effect and their testimonies. I mean, give me a break. The church is a disciple of Christ. It claims no denomination. With two occultic satanic symbols. I mean, give me a break. So be very cautious about who you listen to about the Mandela Effect. Anyway, the whole point of this video, imagine the small town that you grew up in. You haven't been there in 20 years. You go to Google and just start looking around at maybe some old playground that you used to play on, or some old neighborhood that you grew up in, and all of a sudden there's this lake, or there's this housing addition that looks like it's 30 years old right down the street from where you grew up, and you're like, oh, whoa, what is going on here? And you start making phone calls and asking around, and it's as if it was always there. You would be freaking out. There are things that are happening that we cannot explain. But I really wish I could find that video. I think the guy deleted it. I don't know if he got harassed or made fun of or what, but he had a phenomenal Mandela Effect testimony where his small town, things had been altered. And when he started calling around and asking around, it was as if it was always there. I would like to point out what actually got me investigating the landscape alterations of this Mandela Effect would be the North Pole. Remember as a kid, you remember the big candy cane, the North Pole. It was the frozen land where Santa Claus lives and Mrs. Claus helps her big fat husband out in the workshop and all that crap, right? Well, apparently now it is just a big body of cold water. Things have changed unexplainably. And there's quite a lot of people that feel the same way. Like, for instance, so the North Pole melted in 2003 or 2013? I mean, what the heck's going on here? People remember the big candy cane. It's the land of Santa Claus. Well, apparently in this new alteration, it is not.